I started with this film after I bought this beat up kayak. It was an idea that came out of this problem I had, of not hanging on to things. From an early age, I had a lot of ideas. Ideas to do something, or I saw someone being obsessed by something, which I then also wanted to do, because it looked so cool or interesting or fun. But I had a lot of ideas to do things, but I never hung on to them. Sometimes I even didn't really start with it. I never really became good at something, because I was all over the place. Let me give you some examples. I once collected stamps for a few weeks, started gardening for maybe 1 or 2 days, bought a mountain bike, did it once and then sold the bike, bought a cello, I barely used it because it was too hard, sold it, started running for maybe a few weeks, started inline skating, that was fun but I did it once, bought gaming devices all the time but I wasn't actually a gamer, and so on. You probably get the point. So I thought of this idea to once hang on to something. I already bought this kayak and started doing it, but now I made the goal to make a long trip with it, alone. So I started practicing a little bit. I went a few times alone, a few times with a friend, but I felt it was a struggle. So I asked my mentor Conrad why he thinks I don't hang on to things, on which he answered,
because you don't know what satisfies you. For you, it's a little disturbing when you try something and then you have to abandon it right away because it did not bring you the satisfaction that you wanted or needed.
I don't really know or do what I really love. And if I don't know and do what I really love and like, how can I find motivation to do these things? I'm aware that achieving something is never easy. But to hold on to a goal, you need belief, you need a drive, and you need a motivation. You need to be excited about it. So maybe the goal is not hanging on to things, but more doing things that I love, doing the things that satisfy me. And then it sunk into me that there's actually one thing I really love to do that brings me satisfaction, and that I kept doing more than half of my life. And that is filmmaking, making images and telling stories with those images. I love filmmaking and telling stories. It just brings so much satisfaction to tell stories about people or things, stories that I find important or beautiful, stories that make my heart beat faster or where I get excited about, true and genuine stories. So this film is not about me and my beat up kayak, and about an attempt to make a long kayak trip, but more a personal realization, do what I love, filmmaking, and telling stories that move me. So, to be continued.